you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Kill. Hey, kill. Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Breeze now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give. This is Cook. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. 5-9. 54.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Check. Lucky.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
54. Mike, 54.
I'm here all day.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. Cook's got it. Touchdown Saints. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
56. Mike, 56. Right.
Cousins now. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. From just shy of midfield, Breeze. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the counter, here's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They go play action. Cousins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Bailey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. We have hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
21. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is...
Hey, wahoo!
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready? 280.
Mike 50. I don't even know why this...
Kill.
Kill.
Hey, easy.
Banjo. Hey, Mike 50.
Hey, Echo.
Man, I got you.
Throwing now is Breeze. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Let's go. 54.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
56. Mike, 56 right there.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Here's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Let's go, D.
Right there.
Hey, easy.
Right there.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their own 24.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
Here we go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Push him back. Check 52.
Check. Select.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ready.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Ready, set.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. 5-9.
54.
Kill.
It's just me and you.
A give. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On second and 12, Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, kill.
Check.
Here's Breeze to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on second and 15. To throw is Breeze. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Now Breeze. And it's caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Here we go.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the screen.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here third and long. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Hey, tight.
Hey, easy.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. 11. Right there.
On first down, Breeze. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Barely got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. But yes, Michael Thomas is a volume receiver, but he can also make some really big plays, especially with Drew Brees throwing the football.
I love the way you described it. Volume receiver who could also make big plays. In other words, if you underestimate him, he'll run past you or he'll just jump over the top of you and continue to make those big plays.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 56. 3 buck. Hey, receiver.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Play action now. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Fourth down, Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. A.J. Klein. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Ready. 5-9.
I'm here all day. Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 20 seconds.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, easy.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The horse. 180. 382. 950.
And they will take a knee here.
Cousins on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
The horse. 180.
Check, 59. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine.
And they take a knee.
Cousins on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And now on is the field goal unit. And, boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And supreme confidence in the kicker turns to supreme failure, as that is obviously no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Ready. Number 80.
50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of.